To become the ultimate Duckhook golfer at the end of a 41-event season, it takes dedication, determination, and passion to excel. Shrixon makes world-class irons with exceptional aesthetic appeal. This is one of Shrixon's strongest disciplines. That's why Shrixon Golf is the perfect partner to reward the 2021 Duckhook Player of the Season with a set of irons and bag to better his journey.
And I can tell you one thing, there is a player very, very in form and after those Shrixon irons. That player's name is Randall Chetty with another win at Series 1 at Silver Lake. So congratulations to Randall. What a busy show we have today. Once again, we have 4 events in the space of a week. This includes the Durban series that plays this Sunday. So we've got plenty to talk about. But I'm not alone. I've got our regular panel of Donnie Geldenes and Basil Wright. Gentlemen, hello and how are we?
How's everybody?
How's it guys? Yeah.
First of all, before we move on, how was your Silver Lakes experience on Sunday? We'll start with you, D.
Geez, it was actually quite lekker. You know, I enjoyed quick greens, so it's like I had a couple of good holes and then 3 bad holes towards the back end. Mm-hmm. You know, otherwise I was giving Randall a little bit of a run for his money there.
Baz, how did you go?
Yeah, no, Maz, I had a fantastic time at Silver Lakes. I had high expectations to play well there, and it was the defeat of me. Unfortunately, didn't play as good as I expected, but thoroughly enjoyed being at Silver Lakes again. Great condition, just everything was phenomenal. Great time out with the Ducks. You know, it's a great part of my golf. You know, playing with the guys. You know, checking their game, seeing where we can improve, and you know, having fun on top of that.
Well, I'm sure that many of you, I saw a lot of comments, had good things to say about Silver Lake. So if you have any more good things to say, pop it down in the chat line. I am watching. Hello, Quibus. I'm back. Thanks for joining us this week. We've got Steve Saunders. Evening, gents. Peter Zacharias watching. Hello, Pete. We've got Grant. Nell, Grant, it's Wanderers tomorrow. You'll know what I mean.
Last week.
Yeah. So when we went last week, let me put this in perspective. We went last week and then we saw Grant and Gerard and they waved us through. And when I spoke to them afterwards, they said, we thought it was Duckhook today. So we came,
highly
rocked up,
committed.
and where was everybody? Well, at least they got a practice round in. So maybe Grant will play well at the Wanderers this week. Okay, Shandon, hello, good evening, Ducks. We've got Rudolph, we've got Mornay, and we've got lots of people watching this evening. Okay, like I mentioned, jam-packed show. We're going to start with a bit of a review from Silver Lakes. Then we move on to the Wanderers. Then we got a quick preview from the Durban League. They are playing at Mount Edgecombe, the Lakes course. We actually got a little interview from Brandon Stone's father, who's now the golf director at Mount Edgecombe, Kevin Stone. So we'll play that in quickly. And then South Downs, busy. So let's move straight on to the results from Silver Lakes. If you didn't know, well, here it is. Randall Chetty winning his second event in his 3rd start. A man in great form, picking up 1,000 credits and 550 ranking points. Well done, Randall. His best round in the last 2 years. We'll hear what he has to say afterwards. JP Atwood coming in second, missing a putt on the par 3 9th to take the tournament. Billy Hall, another consistent round. Ryan Esmond, great to see him up in the top 10. Cornel Erasmus teeing off in the AM. Jaco Jacobs, Carl van der Linde getting revenge on the course. Last time he played Silver Lakes, he had a bit of a mare, but he came back for a top 5. Karuna Kuni again, a good showing. Clint Brothers. And Donnie, yet another top 10 finish for you, sir.
Yep. Thank you very much.
You just cannot stop it, can you? No?
Yeah, I must say, I'm playing good golf at the moment, so it's like we just ride the wave.
And Series 1, you're right up there in contention to defend your title, but you have someone right there with you who was contending last season. So let's have a look at Randall's scorecard quickly. As you see, Randall started on the 1st, and here is his scorecard. 3 pars in a row to make 6 points. Then his first bogey on the par 4, 4th hole. Then 2 pars birdie, and then a bogey to finish on the 9th, the island green for 20 points. And then coming back in, once he hit the 14th with that birdie, 4 consecutive pars once again to finish at -4. You might think, why is there 19 points? But as we all know, Gamebook has been giving us a few issues. So there's guys who disappeared out of 4 balls. There's match plays played with 5 guys. There were some scores that can be put in. I know, Donnie, you had issue trying to get your score in sometimes.
That's it, yeah.
If you don't know, Gamebook is upgrading. And when they upgrade, for a little while, things are difficult. But we'll get back in order. Right. I've got JP's scorecard as well. Baz, you take us through JP's scorecard here.
Yeah, sure. Before I get to the scorecard, JP was playing in front of us. And guys, let me tell you that JP was looking very confident throughout that round. Every time I had a look, he was either in the fairway or on the green. And he was putting pretty much last on every green, you know. So either it was for the pars that you see on his card. And you know what, guys, having 4 birdies on Silver Lakes, you know, the man was on form. He was putting nicely, and he never got upset, and he never strayed away from his, you know, his disciplines of just taking shot for shot, you know. So, Japes, well played. It's also great to see the string of pars on the back 9, especially, you know, having the start of the round. And then, yeah, it got a bit up and down on the back end, but, you know, it managed to bring it home on the last, and just to have slipped away on the 9th. You know what? JP, best of luck for the up-and-coming events. I hope this experience at Silver Lakes will improve and you'll get the win eventually.
Well, before we go to the video, which you're all, I'm sure, looking forward to watching, I've got some comments there. Corbus says, love the fast greens. Yes, and then Grant, now I'll just have to throw this in. You had to bring that up. Had to bring that up when I saw your name. Monea Kelly, beautiful course, loved it. It will definitely be back on the calendar. It's always looked forward to for the Pretoria guys as well, who just roll out of bed because we've been pretty much in the Joburg swing of things. Paul Rick, it's great greens, true, quick and true. Yes, partner. At least we managed to win our match play game, which was a must. Now we wait for the rest of the group to see what happens. Peter Zakaria, of course, in fantastic condition as always. And then Shandon, Silver Lakes was a great golf course. Not good golf, but an awesome day out. All right, are we ready for a bit of a video? This is 5 minutes long, and this is what happened at Silver Lakes.
How's it, Maz?
Boys, we ready for today?
Ready as can be.
Silver Lakes is hot and looking good.
Oh, I hope we can be hot and looking good as well.
What do you like the course?
Well, the last time I played it was terrible. We got more water than balls on the fairway, so hopefully it goes better this time.
Course is in awesome condition, greens are running quick, so wind is not too bad, so yeah, we're in for a good day today.
Tell me, how's your season been up till now?
It's been rocky. I had a better round at Modderfontein, been for tight fifth, but yeah, we'll see what happens today. If I can get the driver going, it should be a good day.
Revenge time.
Yes, it is. Last time out last year didn't treat me very well, so I'm here to get revenge. So hopefully it's looking very good from where I'm standing, so hopefully it's
What is the change in game plan?
Last time it was just the driver. Getting off the tee box didn't help me here. So the last few rounds have been a lot better, so I'm going to hope that it's going to be there again today.
The course is in a great condition. The greens were quick. They were rolling purely, you know. So really lovely weather and so on. I've really enjoyed the round. We had a very, very tough match play game. We lost it 1 down, but I'll take it on any time against 2 very good players like them. We grinded them out all the way, but we just ended up second in this time.
Last couple of 6-7 nails, I got the pace of the green right, so yeah, and that helped a lot. I think I finished like five under in the last 4 or 5 holes, so yeah, so it was a good end.
Water, tired, water.
Today is probably one of the better rounds I've played in a while. I was really good off the tee box. Unfortunately on 18, put one a bit right, had to drop to the back of the green for 3. Missed the chip down, went a bit aggressive I think for the birdie to sort of make sure of the win, and then missed the return putt from about 15 foot. But yeah, all in all, really fun day. We won our team match play, which is obviously the number 1 goal today.
Like we said at the start there, getting revenge on the course from last year. The back 9 was pretty steady. Finished the last 2 very strong, so I was happy about that.
Finding some form into the winter stretch of the season.
Yeah, very happy. Focusing on Sunday 2, trying to get as many Sunday 1s as I can in here. So I'd like to keep the form for Sunday 2 as well, because I'm still top 10 in the Sunday 2, so hopefully that comes next week.
Randall, how do you feel being tied in for first?
Yeah, listen, I'm happy with my round. It was absolutely excellent. Made a few birdies, played very well, struck the ball well. Yeah, really enjoyed it out there.
And this could be your second win?
Yes, it's amazing. I mean, the first one was a surprise. I thought Mayas had me on the first one. If I win this as well, yeah, that would be great. Awesome.
JP, so close, yet so far. Talk us through the emotions.
Yeah, I think I was feeling pretty good until 8 here on my back 9. And then I put one in the water.
What was the feeling over that last putt, eh?
I thought it was in, to be honest. I thought I had it. From looking at Wayne's, who was right behind me, I thought it was good enough. But yeah, it obviously just sort of held out there with the pace, and yeah, it kind of is what it is.
Official, you have won your second event. How are you feeling?
Awesome, absolutely awesome. Yes, thanks. Listen, today I think it's my best round I've played. I've been always striking the ball well. I think today everything came together. I putted very well today. I must tell you, I scrambled, I made some great putts. Shot 74, my best round, 2020, 2021 as well. It's my best round, 74. Awesome out there.
Basil, how's the tree? Did you make a new friend?
Oh no, but there was 1 or 2 birds that were in that tree, but I managed to make a bogey there. So no birdies, no pars, only bogeys in that tree.
Okay, you got very close to that tree. Wayne, so true, Basil right, JP had an excellent round. Wayne played with Basil, of course. Donnie, you were saying?
Yeah, no, I just want to say, Randall, well played. But, with the handicap that's going to be chopped, that's going to be quite tough going forward. But let's see if that run can continue.
And we've got to remember that there's the handicap cap now. So if he goes to 5, you can't go over a 5 again. So don't play too well, Randall. You're just going to mess it all up for yourself. Right, let's go.
I think Randall can maintain a 5 handicap and still win on the Duckhook. Sure. He's definitely going to be one of my picks for tomorrow's Thursday league. No pressure, Randall.
Okay, right. Let's do the stats thing and show everybody what happened with our featured groups, our head-to-heads, and firstly, the pins that were on the day. The first pin went to Clint Britters, the par 3 9th. He teed off in the AM. He sent me a picture because obviously we came and the pins came a bit late, and he was literally a putter length from the hole. So almost another hole-in-one on the Duckhook Tour. So congratulations, Clint. And then Gerard Besaidnout taking the par 3 16th for the closest to the pin, winning an EMS voucher to go and train and get all fit. You're welcome to give it to a family member if you like. Right then, concepts, Donnie. Expect Ryan Esmond to come and visit you for a session. He got the closest into on the par 4 17th. So very, very long hole. So it needed a proper drive and a proper second on this 17th. So well done to you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Right, where are we going to now? We're going to go, I see there was a 1 foot outside Clint. Oh, okay, Gideon says he was almost there. Almost. Okay, Donnie, you take us through the feature groups on the day. Who won them?
Yeah, no, I think obviously it's like if we look at Group A, Randall, shooting -4, he would have taken that any time. It's bad luck for the rest of the guys, Wayne, Rudolph, and Louis. And then Group B, we saw Grant Nell taking it, over Leon, Edwin, Lyle, and Alan. So yeah, well done, guys.
Nice, Baz. Here's Group C and D.
Cool, and as you can see, we always have Donnie in the mix, and he fortunately beat Barry, Vickers, Leon, and Tim. Tough group to contend when Donnie's in there, especially with his consistencies. And the unfortunate part about Simon's round is, 6 over. They're winning that group. I don't think he was highly happy with his round, as he's been playing nicely. Shannon, Van, and Oki, and Nick, work on your game, and hope you guys improve, and just play better, and hopefully to win those groups.
From the scores we saw, it was really the lower handicappers that played well, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. It's like obviously myself being out there, it's like the greens were quite quick. So better players, like I think on the day, it's like would have just read that sort of little bit of a break, or it's like too much break a little bit better, compared to your mid to high handicappers. But no, it was
I had to change up a bit of my game plans off the tee, as I'm quite used to playing off the back of that golf course. So there weren't a lot of drivers off the tee box, and the greens were just so good, and there was a bit of subtle breaks here and there. So I think I was at 32 putts for that round, shot 70. I wasn't the most happiest camper coming off the course, given the way I hit the ball, and it didn't reflect in score, but thoroughly enjoyed Silver Lakes, and will definitely be going back regardless if it's a Duckhook event or not.
And Ryan adds to it, saying it's one of those courses, if you're hitting it well and you're confident, you will score well, 100%. Let's have a look at the head-to-head teams and what happened in the head-to-heads. Was it the red team? Was it the blue team? Well, this is the answer. It was an absolute hammering by the blue team. Jacques Gravenstein and his blue shirts led his team to victory over the red team, 7.5 to 2.5. Let's quickly go. Well, Captain Lost got hammered by Sepp Robertson. But then a close game at the end there, Sorrel and Dean, just taking it Dean Vesta. I think you will enjoy the bragging rights for this one, because the two of you have been going at it. Clint Burris also just pipping Leon Westhuizen, Jaco Jacobs -2 to Peter Prinsloo. I beat Kevin, I cannot believe it. Halfway through, I'd almost given up. And then Kevin had an absolute nightmare somewhere along the line to finish +14. Robert Michael, once again, putting the wool over Chad Rose's eyes. JP beating Ryan. A draw there for Pranay and Quibus. Rudy playing well, +1. And then Steve Saunders losing out to Billy Hall, who finished obviously tied for second. So well done, blue team. You have won one back, and you're pulling away. So what does this all mean, gentlemen? The stats are updated. Therefore, this is the top 10 of the Series 1 league. Here we go. We have a new leader. Randall Chetty moves to first position on 148 points, everybody. 6-shot lead over Pranay Prandy. Wayne Jensen drops to 140. Donnie, you moved up from 5th or 6th to 4th.
Yeah.
Quibus Kumon stays at tied 5th. JP jumps up to tied 5th. Graham down from 4th. Jaco Jacobs, another good round, puts him in the top 10. Ryan, you also jump into the top 10, and Coronel Erasmus returning to the top 10. What do you think? Close, boys, but we need to catch Randall very, very quickly before he runs away with us. Donnie, you need to defend this title.
Well, all I'm going to say is it's not a sprint race, it's a marathon. Same thing as last year. So Randall, I'm better this year compared to last year, so I'm there. Just watch out, boys. Just watch out. But the big thing,
confidence, don't.
But the big thing now that we have to just quickly touch on that board that we just saw is in the Woos round. There's a little bit of tears flowing on that side, because Frikkie actually moves out of the top 10.
He does, and quite a bit out of the top 10.
Yeah.
Not the greatest round. I wanted to... Yes.
Sorry, well, just to inform you guys that Frikkie might not be in the top 10 at the moment, but he is most definitely putting in the work, and you're soon to see the results.
I wanted to share this with you. This is the credits won so far in the first 3 months of play, 3 months and 1 game. We've got Randall Chetty leading the way with 2,000 credits that he has won. Kira O'Connell, 1,200, and then a whole bunch of winners there on 1,000. And then Jamie Sherry, Mark Roger on 800. Donnie, you got 550, and let me tell you, Baz, you are tied with Donnie. I just didn't have space for you there. So a total of 12,750 credits have been paid out from Duckhook to the gentleman. So just remember, the top 3 get a payout. You look at some of the other tours, and I'm sure you know what you're talking about, and they say, well, those are payouts, but we have to keep the cost down. If we charge 1,000 Rand a round as well, there would be massive prize money. Just so you know, because we're about social golf and getting players and being cost effective. 100%. All right, so we have coming up tomorrow, very exciting, Thursday series. I'm going to say one thing, everybody. If you thought Silver Lakes greens were quick, Donnie, they're in for a surprise.
Guys, wait until you play tomorrow. So, Maz and myself, we went last week, Thursday, to go and play there, and I was really amazed by the greens. The greens were really quick. I would say they were quicker than Silver Lakes like on Sunday. So definitely, I feel the guy that's got the best putting on the day is definitely going to take this win.
Yeah, so guys, I actually, under the radar, joined, 4 of the Duckhook members to go play a quick 9, as I was not the most confident, going there without having a bit of a look at the course. And let me tell you guys, you guys are so used to me saying be aggressive off the tee, hit drivers all over. Tomorrow morning, I'm hitting a lot of woods, a lot of irons, keeping the ball in play, and the greens are quick. They have dry dusted them a bit, preparing for winter season, but they are really true and they're rolling pure. So, it's going to be a great morning out. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys. Make sure your putting stroke is available for this round. It's much needed.
I'll tell you one thing. Talk about the tightness and the course management, Donnie.
Yeah, so, just to touch base with Baz there as well, it's like, it's not a course where you can pull out driver every time. There's strategic, waters in play, bunkers in play. So, for the guys, literally is like, have a look, get that safe distance that you want to have from the green out. Even if it's a 4-iron off the tee box, hit that there to get that distance, that you're comfortable with your approach shots. I don't know if they're going to change the pins from when we, from today or
yes,
yesterday.
They will.
But, I think there's some tricky pin positions, and the greens for me has got very subtle slopes that you really sometimes can't see. And with the quickness as well, so getting the ball in the right spots on the green, preferably an uphill putt for yourself, that's going to be crucial as well. You don't want to get stuck with a downhill putt on the day.
Yeah, so again, as I played there today, I actually picked up on something that predominantly most of the greens that are high side, when you look at the greens, if back to front, it's almost opposite end. So guys, just make sure that you're finding the high point of the green, back to front, side to side. And it'll be a little bit easier if you know exactly where the slope's going. I know it's a bit of a contradiction, but take your time to read the greens. Don't rush yourself, regardless if it's a 4-footer or a 40-footer. Just, take your time in reading the greens. Don't be too impatient and too hasty to make those putts. Pick your lines and hit it. It's great greens. They're not inconsistent. And if you pick the right line, we'll see you up on the leaderboard.
And like you mentioned, hopefully that dusting of sand has cleared away. They did it on Monday.
I did speak to the marshal that was picking the pins. I did speak to him and say, just tuck a few in for the guys so that we can make it a bit competitive. But he said they're already been set.
Okay.
But he did say there will be late evening watering. Yep. And they will cut and roll them tomorrow. So we're probably going to be at about 10, 11 on the stem, which would be phenomenal.
Hello, Lyle.
And yes, Lyle, I played 9 holes with Lyle, and he was quite frustrated with himself, during that 9 holes. He's so determined to win, and I just told Lyle, just go out, enjoy, and just have fun with it. If you're up there in the leaderboard, it's your day. So don't put pressure on your game. Play with a smile and just enjoy your surroundings.
I'm going to say that there's been a lot of practice rounds because a lot of people haven't played Wanderers, because I know of quite a few guys who've gone through there. Or I'm going to ask you a favor, gents. If you play practice rounds and you make a booking, you just say it's a practice round for Duckhook golfers so that they realize how many rounds are coming through us. And maybe they even give you a discount on the day. Steve Saunders has a great question here. The question is, when do the lowest rounds get removed? Now. From now on, they get removed. So we will know more or less where the real standings are. We've got enough games under our belts that it doesn't look odd when we already remove them. Thanks for the question. Okay, let's go through the tee sheet. We got 68 players playing, teeing off from the 1st and 10th. Let me just remind everybody, we start at 7, and before that, Alfred Sutton is joining us again from Strixon, this time demoing Cleveland wedges. So he will be there. So go and support him. Pop by, say, how's it, Alfred? Very friendly chap, hey, Donnie. And he will take you through the wedges of Cleveland and see how that goes. Let's support our sponsors. Okay, back to the first tee. Here we go, everybody. Randall Chetty teeing off first. So Randall, if you win, I think there's going to be a couple of knives out for you there. Trevor Miller teeing off first with Paul Vickery and Tyron Vickery. Then we've got a couple of match play games happening. Kunrad and his father are taking on Matt Beneke and his father. So it's a double father and son team. Then we move on to Peter and his 4-ball. Donnie, you playing Richard Stewart, Kira O'Connell. So
that is correct.
That's going to be interesting. I will come back to a conversation I overheard you today listening to. And there, up until 8:06, that is the field which will be teeing off tomorrow. So then the 10th tee, let's quickly have a look. We have Shane Skinner, Brian Owen, Jason Ivins, and Eddie Ivins taking off the 10th tee. Baz, you're also involved in a match play game. We'll quickly touch on that. And then there is the rest of us. I'm off at 7:28. And then Kevin and Neville are taking on Jamie Sherry and Dorian Fourie as the super sub. And then the rest. Nice to see Dave Donald and Jan Penna joining us. Some of the senior gentlemen. I think they might be regulars at the Wanderers. So there we go, everybody. Nice, as I said, 68 players. The field is closed. So unless you're a super sub, you're not going to get in. So if somebody cancels, yeah, that's it. Okay, let's, before we go there, somebody said something. Yeah, there we go. Jason Dedicate. Go sub Dorian. We need you. So Dorian is subbing for Jason Dedicant. Okay, let's quickly touch on the match play. Donnie was in conversation with Richard Stewart today, and his partner Kero had a practice run today, and apparently was sending pictures of all the pin locations to his partner. Tell me about that, Donnie.
Well, no, it was quite interesting. Richard called me up for a driver fitting, so I just got back to him, and we started chatting about the team game tomorrow. And, obviously some banter going around. And, then he told me that Kira is playing there this afternoon. And he was going to send some pictures to Richard because obviously he couldn't go and play. So he was going to send him pictures of all the holes, pin locations and everything. So, just overhearing Basil earlier. So, Rich, sorry, those pictures are not going to help you. Not for tomorrow.
And but Donnie, let me tell you something. I had that sneaky back nine with Lyle, Trevor, Kero, and I worked on Kero's short game a little bit, and he was showing a bit of promise. So he's quite keen to take the Mighty Ducks and turn you guys into some turkey dinner.
Well, let me just tell you this. My partner went to Coach Dill today, so he feels confident, and if he feels confident, I'm confident. So let me tell you
seeing your coach before a big day, I'm not sure if that's a good play, Danny.
No, you'll see.
Baz?
It's like we're going to take them on.
What are you having for breakfast, Baz?
Maz, tomorrow morning we're off early. I'm a big bacon and eggs fan. I spoke to my partner Ruben Swart. We're going to get some breakfast buns, and we're going to sort us out with some sorrel and cornell.
Very good. That should be interesting to watch. So, Cornell, if you're watching, he has laid down the gauntlet for you boys. You need a win. And they in our group, we need them to lose so that we have a chance. So, bacon and eggs, do us a favor. Let's have a look at the pins for the day. Here are the pins. Par 3-6. There is one par 3 on the Oh, gee, I'm confused now. On the front 9 and 3 par 3s in the back 9. So the 6 is the only one on the front 9. So that will be the Strix and Balls. Then the par 4 8 is the closest in 2, I reckon. Baz, you could probably drive that green, but if the pin is on the left, like it was when I was there, good luck to you. The par 3...
It's not entirely worth it.
No, not worth it. But if you chip it close, you're close to the pin. Par 3 17th. Yes, there we go. That will be the closest to the pin on the back 9. Speaking of the par 3 17th, gentlemen, when we went to play, I did a bit of a preview of it, and this is what the par 3 17th looked like. So my featured hole here at the Wanderers for the Thursday series is the par 3 17th. The back 9 features 3 par 3s, while there's only 1 par 3 on the front 9. So when you get to the 17th, it's not a very difficult in length hole. It's only about 140 meters, but the green is tricky. It runs right along, left to right, and it's not very deep, with a bunker protecting it in the front and water on the right. Today the pin's on the left, so just throw it at the pin and get the distance right.
Much better, eh?
Oh,
much better.
Get in the hole.
Get in the bloody hole.
Oh, stopped it dead. Not bad. Green, 2 putts, 3. Yes, I made that look simple, but in the air it looked like it was all over it, and then came up a little short. The ball stopped dead. So, just hit. It's all about the distance, AD. All about the distance. You had a featured hole, and this was the par 4 4th hole. Very tight, and this is how you played it.
Yeah. My featured hole for the Thursday League event for the Duckhook at Wanderers is hole number 4. It's a par 4 short hole, 351 from the club tees, and it's a stroke 5. So just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, this used to be the stroke 1. So what makes it challenging, if you look behind me, is like on the hole you can see it's quite a daunting tee shot. You've got a big tree on the right, the fairway slope left to right, and the fairway is very narrow. So for the guys playing, I would say it's like if you're going to hit a fairway wood, aim for the left hand side, try and keep the ball in the left. You know, this is a position hole. You know, and for the guys that's willing to take our driver, also lean towards more the left hand side, it should get a favorable kick to the right. Perfect shot, good start to the hole. Let's see. My drive finished up quite nicely down the fairway. I've got 60 meters in, so it's a drive of 290 meters there. So the longer hitters, you know, they can have a good drive here. Your average hitter, if they take a fairway wood off the tee box, will have roughly like 140, 145 in, which makes it quite an easy, good second shot if you're on the fairway. Flew that one a little bit too hard. At the end of the day, that was a little bit of a hard-working fall, but it should be a little bit easier than that.
Legit fall, may I add? Legit fall. There was no funny editing happening there, John.
I don't know so much.
Yeah. Okay, let's finish off the Wanderers. Here we go with the groups. Group A, Trevor Miller, Paul Ricketts, Richard Stewart, Honey. Yeah, I can't get this right, eh? Honey.
Falsy.
Come on. There you go. Billy Hall, Graham de Villiers, Grant Nell, Gerard Gerber, his partner, Simon Meyer, Carl van der Meulen, heading up Group B. Group C, Dylan Bells, myself, Nick Cantel, Nick Coles, and Richard Holman. I chose a couple of strugglers because I'm trying to win this group. If you see, look at the handicaps. Nick, and Dylan. So I pretty much just need to beat Richard, and I might win this group.
Don't disappoint us after that.
Oh. Right. Head-to-heads, Randall Chetty winning from Silver Lakes will be the captain of the red team. I've piled the red team because I need the red team to win. So Randall, Peter Prinsloo, Donnie, you in this team, Nico Rutz, Helena Oosthuizen, Frikkie Barnard, Henry Hall, Ewald van Wyk, Gerard Maritz, and Brian Owen. If the red team loses at the Wanderers, I don't know what to do. Kevin O, you're captain of the blue team. Rudolph, Eddie Ivans, Neville Kurz, Glenn Williams, Lucie Janssen, Sean Salmon, Richard, Leonard and Shane Skinner. They make up the blue team. Right. As I mentioned, not Silver Lakes, another Lakes, Mount Edgecombe, the Lakes, Durban League, have a record field of 28 players playing at the Duckhook Series. And our correspondent down there, Brandon Brush, caught up with the new golf director, Kevin Stone, who's Brandon Stone's father, and had a chat with him about the lakes.
Originally it was only one estate. It was called Hewlett's way back in the day, and then they upgraded the golf course. They redesigned it into a good championship 18 holes, changed its name to Mount Edgecombe. And then about 20 years ago they decided to build another estate, and they built the Lakes golf course, which it's now known as. Out of the two golf courses, I think the Lakes is probably a lot more challenging. It's a lot narrower. It's also a little bit longer, especially from the back tee boxes. At the Lakes, you've got to really be able to play pretty good too. And if you hit straight, you can play it. It's a great golf course.
Kevin, us at Duckhook are playing here next Sunday.
Yeah.
We're playing here at the Lakes. Can you pick 3 feature holes that we should look out for, or at least enjoy?
Do you want the easy holes or the difficult holes?
Bit of both.
Bit of both. I think the par 5s are generally pretty easy. They're pretty big. The fairways are very big. A hole like the second hole, you've got a big fairway. You've got a tough little layup in there, but it's an easy par 5. If you go down to a hole like 6, 6 is a challenging hole. It's a short little par 4. So most of the guys hit irons off the tee box, and then you got the pond on the right, you got the bush on the left. It's quite a difficult hole. It's probably one of my favourite holes. And then you got a tough little second shot in there. So that would probably be a hole to be careful of. And then the other tough hole is like 8 and 9. They a par 5 and a par 4. And it depends which way the wind blows. It doesn't look like it's going to be windy for you, because the wind kind of dies down this time of the year. So those are quite a few challenging holes, but you on the back 9 you've got 16, which is a challenging hole as well. You've got ponds all the way down the right. It's quite a long hole as well. Bush all the way down the left. So I think the key for the guys is whoever's coming to play, you learn to hit straight. Bring some golf balls if you're not straight. But the greens are going to be great. We got our club champs this weekend, so the golf course is in really good nick. Just with the rain last night, it's just put a bit of a dampener on it. But yeah, it'll be good. A few weeks time, or a few days time, next week they'll be fantastic. So you guys are gonna have a great time. Great time.
And this is the final round for their Masters. So good luck to everybody playing, and let's see who qualifies for the Masters in Durban. Yet another major. I have to put this on because Lyle obviously spent a lot of time typing this up. Hey, Lyle, this thing got huge. Lyle, Group A, Trevor Miller. Group B, Simon. Group C, Len Maboy. All right. Thank you for the effort, typing that all up there. Okay, before we go to South Downs for Series 2, I thought we'd catch up with Frikadel and the Mighty Truck. Will it be there?
Yes, the Mighty Truck. It is in, I would say that from the Mighty Ducks, me and Donnie, I decided to get a truck and call it the Mighty Truck, and yeah, this is it. It's customized and yeah, drives lekker, eh? The speed, definitely the speed. I think it's twice as fast than any other golf cart, and we'll probably have a dice or two today.
Five minutes left to talk about South Downs. Straight into it. We've got a good field, currently just over 86 players or so. We've got an AM field as well. We've got 6 4-balls going off, and we've got the PM field. So we've got to get in before the sun. As we see, it's going down. We did well at Silver Lakes. Right, scorecard. If you have not played South Downs, it's obviously in the south of Johannesburg, on the way to Eye of Africa. Here's a scorecard. Gents, have your say quickly.
Yeah, definitely that front 9 for me. There's not a lot of tricky holes to it. There's a couple of, for the longer hitters, there's a couple of par 4s where if you hit driver, you can get really close between, I would say, 40 meters, and from the green. But yeah, the greens are running good. It's like last time I played there, Bunkers were a little bit on the firm side, but yeah, definitely a good layout. Good front nine.
My most favourable part of that golf course is the back end of the front nine. It's just a beautiful, those last 4 holes are just a beautiful finish of that front nine, And then for me, that back nine is quite gettable for the guys who are at about 16 to 18 handicappers. You guys can really stretch out there. There's a lot of, 3-4 pointers out there if you find a few fairways and make a few putts. But all in all, a great golf course to enjoy, and also not to feel too tiring. It's not a golf course that you need to, focus too hard on, like your championship courses like Firethorn or, Royal East, that type of thing. So always in good nick, greens are always good, and, guys, enjoy it. Just keep it in the fairway and make some putts.
Gideon getting a practice round in there, saying greens are amazing. Played this morning. That's good to hear. Remember, we played it in just out of winter last time, so it was a bit brown. So I'm looking forward to playing a South Downs that is green and quick. Leon Oosthuizen says small greens. So again, agreeing with you. Which is a hole 7. Tao Silo says the menace that is hole 7.
7. I think it's over the sloot, isn't it?
Yes.
Let me just think.
You hit like a wood and then a dog legs to the right over the sloot.
Yeah.
Tree line. Beautiful hole. That's where it starts.
Yeah, it's got a double sloot. It's like you cross this first sloot, then it goes on your right, and then it actually goes in front of the green. And that green definitely is small. It is sort of raised at the back, and that can turn almost 3 foot on a 2-foot putt.
I agree with you, Steve. They need to get rid of that man-made water ponds because I've been in them. Damn things. When you have to lay up and then you lay up into the pond. Not the way you want to go about things. That's what happened to me last time. Donnie, you chose the pins for South Downs. So tell us what pins you chose.
Jeez, can't remember, but yeah. So the par 4, the 6th, it's like I chose that hole. It's like also quite a nice, easy hole. That's closest in 2. So it's a short hole, so everybody can get a chance. Longer hitters can almost drive it on the green. It's like mid-handicappers will have like a short iron into that hole. And then a very stunning par 3, the 14th. It plays sort of like roughly 170, 180 meters. Very tight greens with bunkers on both sides. And then obviously the 17th hole, last par 3 to finish up the course. Also like a longish green, but also very tight with the bunkers on the front. But 2 very good par 3s on the back nine.
So good luck to the players. Let's see who gets them at the end of the day. I was going to say something. I actually had a good point to make, but now it slips me. A lot going on here. Okay, feature group times. Maybe I remember. Boom. Group A. Donnie, take us through Group A and B.
Well, obviously we've got Dean Sherman in there, Willie Kukemer, Peter Zak, John van der Venter, Jason Ivans. I think my pick will be there, Jason. Gerard Snyman, Gideon, Fats, Leon, and Shaul. So yeah, it's like I think Fats is due for a good round. So let's see how he
Leon
goes.
Fanada for the win. Come on, boy.
Okay, Group D. Group C and D.
We've got Pranay, we've got Robert Michael. I'm sure he's going to chase Chad Rose if he's playing. It's nice to see Jeff Main in the mix after a good holiday he had. So hopefully his stress levels are down. We've got Steve and we've got Brighton. I think I'm going to give it to Bobby Michael for that Group C. I don't know why. I've got a good feeling about him. And then we have Wayne, Matt, Rick, Ryan, and Aldo in Group D. Aldo Butti for the win, boy.
Can the Masters champion make it? Can he play?
I just want to add in there, it's like I think Group D, we have to have a head-to-head between the other 2 Buttis, the Jensen brothers. That will be quite interesting to see.
Oh, yes, very good. The brothers, see what happens over there. Okay, finally, we have head-to-heads. This is going to be the head-to-heads. Hope you can all keep up on what's happening. Oh, no, this is not... Yes? Is it? Yes, it's different. Yes. Randall Cheney is just captain again. I don't know why. Chad Rose, Lal Langley, Mornay Kelly, Jan Venter, Jaco Jacobs, Vickers Lee, Jamie Sherry, Matt Beneke, and Jason Dedicant will be in the red team. The blue team, captained by Paul Ricketts. There you are, Paul. Your name is in the graphic on the head-to-heads, Paul. Mark Borragero, Barry Fenter, Leon Oosthuizen, Kevin O, Donna Perumal, Eddie Ivans, Tyler Silo, Tim Garner, and Janku Dreyer. I think the blue team might be a bit stronger than the red team just on paper. But anything can happen. Right?
Yeah, no, it's, there's definitely a lot more experience in that team, given that the blue team there's one or two newbies. But you know what? Let these Duckhook rookies show them and prove us wrong.
There we go. Paul, blue for the win. Hope you're wearing your blue shirt. And then Peter Zach. Yep, looking forward to it. Well, that's it, everybody. We have got through a lot and a lot and a lot. So what do we expect? We expect a great day tomorrow at the Wanderers, and we expect another great day at South Downs. And then we have a bit of a break. And then we're off to Jackal Creek in May. First of all, then Pretoria Country Club. And then CMR will be the May events. Gents, the bookings are going to open very, very soon. So please get booking for May. Lots of golf, lots of competition. That's why we're here, to enjoy it. Social competition at its finest. Final words, everybody.
Yeah, for the guys playing tomorrow. Go Baz.
Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, just enjoy tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing everybody. If you guys need any tips or help with your golf, just contact Concepts. You know, your guys, local pros. Get involved. Don't be shy. And if you're shy, you're going to miss. Not play good golf and not feature on the live show.
Correct. Yeah. We want to see who's going to be the winner.
Yeah, just from my side, also same as Baz, for the guys playing tomorrow. Enjoy it. Remember, Olfie from Sexton is going to be there. Just even if you just go past and say hello, introduce yourself, just go past and have a look at the wedges. And then, yeah, see you guys tomorrow morning.
See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. It's much appreciated. That's why we do it, because you watch. Bye-bye.
Cheers.